And now, ladies and gentlemen, set to make his way to the ring, Daniel Borisov.
Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, set to make his way to the ring, Danny Boyle!
Some things have to be in the show, you know.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for 4 rounds in a light heavyweight contest. Your referee in charge of the action, Paul McCullough, and your timekeeper, Alex McKenzie. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, officially weighing in at 83.6 kilos, making his 42nd appearance inside the ring tonight and wearing blue and white shorts. From Sofia, Bulgaria, please welcome Daniel Borisov. And now, introducing his opponent across the ring in the red corner, officially weighing in at 82.35 kilos. He brings to the ring an unbeaten record of 2 wins and only 1 draw. Tonight, wearing green, white, and orange shirts from Donegal, Donegal. Please welcome Donegal's own Danny Boyle.
We're in the light heavyweight division now. Daniel Borisov squares off against Danny Boyle, who's a native of Donegal. As you can hear from the very partisan crowd over my shoulder to the left, they're getting behind the local man. What a tremendous opportunity it is for a pro fighter like this to get to fight in front of a home crowd here.
Yeah, he's actually a hometown guy, Danny Boyle. So he's first fight back home. All 3 fights were in the York Hall in the UK. So it'd be nice to see him put on a good performance. Even better to get the victory in front of his home fans.
It's youth versus experience in this matchup as well. Danny Boyle, 14 years younger than his opponent, and significantly less fights.
Yeah, he's a real veteran, Borisov, 40 years of age. Lost his last 5 fights though, so he's not in a good turn of form coming into this fight. Good body shot from Boyle.
Just going to comment on that as well, slipping nicely to land that body shot as he tries to do the same again there.
Yeah, Boyle's coach is just giving some instruction to keep his hands up, keep his head moving. Just needs to be, I'd like him to be a little bit more assertive and confident, you know, take center stage and not allow Borisov to have any momentum in the fight. You know, kill his ambition, take the center of the ring and start ramming home those punches.
Nice duck under there from Borisov's response. He seems to be starting to assert himself a little bit more as Boyle. Borisov as yet unfazed. Nice body shot there.
Yeah, good body shot again.
Couple of shots on the way into the clinch there. Fighters separate now, Boyle landing again. Starting to build up a pace here as the first round progresses, is Boyle.
He's got a big height and a big reach advantage over Borisov. You know, he's Borisov standing 5'10" and Boyle is 6'1", so he just needs to utilize that and, you know, keep him at a good long range and just ram those shots home.
Big shot landed from Borisov there. Boyle took it well, bites down the gum shield, keeps moving forward. The risk, I suppose, is that when you get hit with a good one, you're at risk of trying to get hit with another one back.
You're trying to
get it back on
retaliate.
them. Yeah,
try and even it up. And you know, it's important that when you do get caught, to just accept it, acknowledge it, and just learn from it. You know, it's a.
You start chasing, trying to get another shot, you can wind up in trouble.
It's definitely advice I would give even to the boxers that I train. You know, I would say, look, if you get caught with a good punch, you know, don't get angry, don't see red, just accept it, get back, stick to the process.
More damage to the body there from Boyle. He's starting to really cue up those body shots now. That's the first round in the books. How are you scoring that one?
Yeah,
Eric?
good first round for Boyle. That will definitely play dividends, I suppose, as the fight progresses.
Money in the bank.
That's it. Water in the basement, as Teddy Atlas would say.
And the seconds have been evicted. We are back for round 2 in this 6th round light heavyweight matchup. So these men fighting under 175 pounds, which is about 80 kilos.
He's just got a flicking jab there. He's just flicking out the jab, and then he's trying to use it as a disguise to ram home the backhand to the body. What I'd like him to do now is to just change it up as well and drive the backhand over the top to the head as well, so you know that he doesn't become too predictable.
Vary the targets, make it a little bit harder for Borisov to know what's going to come next.
Yeah, and catch him by surprise, you know, because the worst thing you can be is to a boxer is predictable. So the more he changes it up, changes the levels, changes up the attacks, the better it will be.
Borisov seems to have a level of predictability himself. He's constantly circling to his left there. He's not really varying the footwork at all. It looks like Boyle's starting to read that.
Yeah, look, he's very susceptible, Borisov. He's very open. Threw a backhand there himself now, just slightly missed with it, but you know he's quite easily hit. You know, he doesn't use his defense very well. He doesn't move his feet very well, so he's kind of there in front of you. You know, I think if Boyle actually just opens up and turns the screw a little bit, you know, he could do a real damage.
Another body shot land, followed by one upstairs.
That's a good jab from Boyle. I'd like to see more of that. I'd like to see more meat on it too, because he's just flicking it out. I'd like to see him ram it home, because he's got a very good jab, good reach. Just be a bit more assertive with it.
Couple of shots on the inside as he enters the clinch. Referee calling for the break. Attempted jab to the body there. A nice follow up with the right hand.
There's a good backhand down the middle. I think the tight defense from Borisov just took the sting out of it. He's wide open to the body, Borisov, and we know that because Boyle has hit that body so many times. You know, if he can just, I suppose, try and hit it in the sweet spot at the wrong time for Borisov, then, you know, I think there's a very good chance that it might knock the stuffing out.
So Boyle showcased some of his movement on the inside there, Eric. You reckon that there's an avenue there to would like to see his confidence building? He knows, as you just commented, that he's won the first 2 rounds. He's felt what Borisov has, so could very well see that confidence build now. Nice body head. There's a slightly higher punch rate starting this round than we've seen in the others, which would be good. He's starting to turn on the pace here.
For such a big guy, Boyle, I don't think his punches haven't got a whole lot of meat on them. You know, he's just peppering the punches out, flicking them out. I would love to see him put his whole body frame behind the shots, put his shoulder behind the shots, drive them through the target. And I think he will have a lot more success if he can do that.
I suppose you'd wonder if he's a concern about the later rounds and that deep water himself. He might be holding back for rounds 5 and 6.
No, but he's landing the shots. You know, he is landing the shots, but but there's no real sting on them. You know, if you're able to land shots, you know, you kind of want to make them count.
Turn up the volume a little bit.
Yeah.
Shape of a guillotine there from Borisov. Yeah, that's not going to count here.
He's got a very good jab, Boyle. I'd like to see more. See him using more of it. You know, just drive it home, because what he tends to do is he throws the backhand first from time to time, and just a little bit off the mark with it, or it's Borisov has seen it coming. So I would use the jab, use that as a rangefinder, use it as a disguise, and then drive in the backhand behind it. That's good.
There's a clash of heads on the way in at Borisov, and another land.
That's a good left hook.
He's starting to read that rush from Borisov well now. Must be an element of frustration about the clinch work that Borisov is implementing here, as Boyle is trying to get free and
I think
create space.
Borisov is feeling the pace, Mark. He's really feeling the pace now. You know, we're in our third round now, but he can just tell he's blowing heavy and breathing heavy. So, as I said, he's there for the taking. If Boyle just has a little bit more, just a little bit more belief and hunger, just goes for it, he can definitely, I think he can take him out.
So after an early high pace action from Boyle, he got smothered towards the end of that round by that clinch work from Borisov.
Clean shots. I think he could have a lot of success, and he could, as I said, I think, Borisov is not the kind of guy that is becoming too elusive, too difficult, too just hard to pin down. He's right in front of you every single time, and his defense is not, he's not got the greatest defense. So have a go, basically.
Now we're into round 3 and see, is Boyle going to have a go, as you suggested, Eric? Borisov throwing some flurries of his own here. There's a double jab to the body from Boyle. Move Borisov back. These jabs that Boyle's thrown, is that going to be a defence from the clinch that he was suffering from at the end of the last round?
Yeah, he needs to keep him at the end of his jab. Don't allow him to get close. Don't allow Borisov to get close at all. And keep your shape in front of him. Don't fall in behind the shots. Stay strong. Put a bit of stiffness on those punches. So what I mean by that is throw the hands, lock out the arms when you punch, throw them straight.
You can hear Boyle's cheering section behind us again, urging him on. I mentioned at the start of the fight, Eric, that's one of the great things about a promotion like this, having pro boxing back in Ireland. It lets fighters like Danny Boyle and others do what they do in front of a home crowd.
Absolutely, it's brilliant. I think it's incredible. It's great that we're actually here watching boxing, professional boxing, and there's a real appetite for it in the country, and there's a great turnout here tonight as well, and the crowd really are looking for something. Borisov just slipped out of the ring there, and just one of the advertising boards just went out. It can be a sore dose, that, because when your shin goes down along the ring canvas, it can be a very sore one, but I think he's all right.
There's usually plywood hidden there somewhere.
Danny Boyle looks to me like he's okay in the fight. Like, he doesn't look to me that he's under any pressure, any stress. It's like he's just having a casual a casual shootout, a casual exhibition. His facial expressions just very neutral, you know. So it's hard to know what's going on for him.
Landed a couple of shots to the head of Borisov there. He seems to be trying to catch him as he enters the clinch, Eric.
Yeah. There's a bit of a reddening coming up around the face now of Borisov as well. Even though I know that Boyle is not throwing with tremendous power, he's still a big man, and there's, you know, the punches you're going to feel those punches.
Borisov is leaning on Boyle a lot now in this round, making him carry his weight. I guess he's trying to manage his own energy as the rounds tick over.
Yeah. Another round in the bag.
So we're heading into that deeper water now. So as Borisov returns to his stool, seems to be Boyle takes the center of the ring, peppering some jabs out in the early going here.
Danny's coach is telling him to move to his right.
To cut the ring off, I guess, beat Borisov to it.
Yeah, and I think it's more to not walk on to Borisov's own right hand. They're calling for the backhand as well. You can hear his coach calling for the backhand.
This corner liking what they see as he lands a hook on the inside.
When you're in against guys like Borisov as well, and they see the light at the end of the tunnel when they get into the later rounds, and they kind of have a go then, they get their second wind, and they just kind of finish with a bit of a flurry or whatever. So you got to be careful for that too.
Some clinch boxing from Boyle here.
They're tippy-tappy shots, you know. Like I said, there's no meat in them.
The referee warning about the clinching, Eric?
Yeah. Clinching and holding. I would just like him to just let Danny to let those shots go. I'd love to see him throw a real straight 1-2. That's good. That's much better there now. That was a backhand over the top, and he made Borisov miss and then countered with his own backhand. I'd like to see him do more of that.
And there's light at the end of the tunnel for him too. He can probably start to take more chances.
Yeah, look, he has all the rounds banked away. Borisov is breathing heavy now as well. He's breathing very, very heavy. You know, if Boyle can catch on to that now, he can really just start to up the ante.
Boyle hasn't pushed back against the ropes, but gets clinched before he can take advantage. Some short punches inside the clinch. No real damage there, and the referee separates them. This is a familiar dynamic that we've seen in the latter half of some of the earlier rounds.
You can see Borisov there now. Look, just tying him up. Look, he's just buying time, managing the rounds, and just getting through it.
So it's really for Boyle here.
You know, he has a
Try and make
7.
a move.
Yeah, Borisov has a 17% win rate in his record. You know, and Danny Boyle has a 66% win record in his, after having 2 wins and 1 draw in his first 3 fights.
So it's quite a stark contrast between the two fighters.
Huge contrast, yeah. We're into the final round now, so I wonder if Danny Boyle will go for the highlight finish and try and take him out. Been out every quarter of the year, so that's pretty good. So he'll probably want to build on that now as well.
Bit too much water in the corner for the referee's liking. He's asking it to be cleaned down. Heading into the final round now. Final instructions from the referee, and we are underway.
Just had a nice little smile and a nod acknowledgement from Boyle's corner there. They're very happy with their boxer, and they're very happy with how the fight's going, but still has to finish the job. And that's really good. I like this. This is what I like from Boyle now. That's what I like, because he's showing a little bit more gusto, and Borisov is there. As I said before, he's right there. He's susceptible to these punches, so.
And he does plant his feet too when the flurries start.
Yeah. Be nice to give his hometown fans as well something to really sing and dance about as well. So finishing style.
All clinch from Borisov at the minute. Boyle tries to create some space to land shots. We're back in the clinch again.
He doesn't need to be in these clinches, Danny. He just needs to, as I said, use his distance, use his reach, and use his size, and try and ram those punches home. A bit more feints. I like to see a bit more feints from him, you know, and make Daniel Borisov miss and try and counter.
I do wonder if there's an element of frustration creeping in for Boyle. Some of the interactions they've had there after that last clinch. They separate clean this time. Jab from Borisov. Couple of backhands from Boyle. Tried for an uppercut, didn't quite land it there.
He tried a second time as well. He's getting a little bit more adventurous at least and ambitious with those punches. And it wasn't a bad effort. He didn't miss by a whole lot.
Less than a minute left in this fight.
If I was Danny's coaching team after this fight, when he gets back to the gym, I'd work on developing his technique and his punching power, because I said he's a big guy, big frame. You know, he should be punching down on his target and letting those hands out and putting a bit of stiffness in his arms and in his punches, because he could do a lot of damage. He could definitely have, you know, cause a lot of effect with those shots.
Certainly landed plenty, as you say, Eric.
Yeah, but they're just flicking punches. They're just flicking out, you know. So that would be a little bit of advice I would give to him. Here's a point. Okay, so the referee is taking a point off Borisov for holding. He's clinching and holding too much. I don't think he's going to be too worried. He won't be too worried about that again. He's just...
he can just add it to his tab, I think, at this point.
He's actually doing it again. So he's just seeing out the round, you know. He's happy enough with his shift.
And that is another fight in the books. What's likely to be another pro win for Danny Boyle. But let's go make it official from the judges inside the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds, we go to Paul McCullough's scorecards. Paul scores about 60 points to 53, declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Danny.
We'll be right back.